Hi Scorpios, welcome to your 2020 forecast. So happy new year to all my Scorpios out there, and thank you so much for tuning into this reading. So first of all, I just wanted to let you guys know that this is a 2020 overall forecast. It's a year reading. I'm doing this for the people who are interested in it and who enjoy watching it. This may not be for everybody, but I also will do a monthly for January and for the rest of the year along the way. So if the monthly is more your thing, then no problem at all. It will be up on my channel soon, and depending on when you're watching this, it might already be up. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up about that. I'm first gonna share channel information that I have. Also had a look in you guys' charts. I will give you some tools to work with for this year, and also maybe some do's and some don'ts for this year, so you can go smoothly through this 2020 for you guys. All right, let's get started, Scorpio. Okay, overall what I feel for this 2020, it will be a transformative year for all of us. Like, we will have some major growth, and also a lot of wisdom. Basically, we're tapping into like having those realization moments of like, oh wow, it's like that, or I need to change this, or I want to. And we're already starting to listen more and more to our hearts, and really following and stepping up and awakening to our truth and our soul's purpose. So it's a very powerful year. What I feel for you guys, which is really exciting, that I see a lot of returns on your investments. And this could be literally when it comes to your finances, like you start to really have your business grow, or just getting your payouts, or things you were waiting for financially are coming to you in this year. But overall, I just feel that you're starting to have a different relationship and a different perception of money and wealth and financial stability. You start to look at it from a different perspective, and that will also definitely increase your finance flow. Okay. Overall, your communication skills are really expanding your level of networking, going to a certain type of gatherings, parties, business things where you can maybe promote your product, or find people and you speak about like-minded people that you might have a similar interest or a similar goal, and you might work together with people this year as well in that, which will be very beneficial for you. Like, you can really use those communication skills and those networking skills this year. You'll find yourself more easy to step forward towards a person or towards a certain type of company and collaborate with those people. And that will definitely help you with that financial growth and also the stability. And I feel that you're starting to also set money aside for the future, so you can create a sort of a safety environment for yourself. So you're releasing some of the pressure of like the check to check environment, and that might also give you a lot more room to actually explore things this year, because that will, especially the first 6 months of this year, you might find yourself guided to travel to a certain place. That could be physically, that could also be spiritually. So travel is really really good for you in the first 6 months, like to go and plan certain type of trips, whether it's short or it's longer, or it's like short distance or long distance, basically. That would be really good for you. Overall, like, your wealth is definitely in your health this year. And if you also are not self-sacrificing your own health and your body for your work or your income all the time, basically, it's like very important to have those moments of rest, have those moments of vulnerability, to just claim the fact that you need to rest a little bit or take a break. If you do that on time in this year, you will definitely reap the rewards in that for you as well, because your body will definitely be loud this year. Like, it will let you know if you're overexposing, if you're over giving of energy, whether that's to a person or it's to a certain goal or project or anything like that. Do things that give you energy, that will also definitely increase the level of your health, your overall health. that will definitely be very beneficial for you guys. Let me see what else I have for you. Anything that has to do with creative energy flow, like creative writing or speaking, it's like you have come into certain type of maybe spiritual downloads, anything like that. Like you want to be out there, you want to be on a stage and just speak your truth. People will definitely pick up on that in this year. It's a really good year for actually coming out and stepping forward in that what you feel guided to do. Definitely for a lot of people, but also for you guys. You're releasing the illusion of being in control, and that's very powerful. And you right now that may not really click with you. You're like, what do you mean illusion of control? I am in control. I'm not controlling like that. But throughout the year, you start to really come into that, like you're releasing the illusion of the control, that you can control the outcome. If something is meant to happen, it will happen no matter what, and that something will, what might used to frighten you and might trigger that sense of wanting to be in control and wanting to really work towards controlling the outcome, is now it's freeing you up and it's bringing you that sense of rest and I can breathe because I'm just doing what I'm doing, and that's where I should focus on, and then I'm allowing the universe to just bring out the outcome it's meant to be, and having more faith and peace in that will definitely click with you this year, and it will help you a lot. Okay. Yeah, again, like that energy of like seeing what is truly important, seeing what is truly holds meaning to you. And then after that, act upon that, on deeper understanding of what's really truly important. You're like, it's not even that important. Why have I been, this last decade, maybe even like, because we're starting a whole new decade. Like, why have I so focused on that when it wasn't even really that important? Like when I got that or I reached that, it didn't even feel the way that I thought it would feel, because it was maybe something you did out of fear. And it was important to reach a certain point because you would be fearful of the failure, and you weren't even maybe not focused on the level of enjoyment of the success. It's two different things, two different ways of going for something. And that's what you're starting to understand on a deeper level this year, and it's very powerful, Scorpio. Okay. It's important to take a leap of faith on yourself in this year. If you feel guided to do it, go out and do it. It would definitely be very beneficial, and the universe got you this year. Like you're being really divinely guided to go out there, and go take that leap of faith on yourself, no matter what your age is. It's not age related. Okay, Scorpio, let's jump into this tarot. Let's see. That's it. Let's be taking a break, rest, heal, recharge energy without your mind going all kinds of ways of like, I'll be out here chilling. I can't take a break. It's not possible. It's like, do you really need that extra? Or is it just because you're fearing of not having enough? And that's shifting. Like overall, it's the number 4 year, and the number 4 year comes in forward for you in the form of the 4 of Swords. This is healing. This is your healing certain patterns you might have that sticks with you for the last 10 years. It's really overcoming disappointments, overcoming that something not working out, or people not treating you the way you expect them or would wish they would, and it's healing from that. It's very beautiful. So starting off the year in like a peaceful state, and this is that energy for you guys. It is approaching things from a lighter energy. It's like, oh, that's fun, let's try this out. I haven't done that before. That's maybe you're starting, if you've been single for a long time, maybe you want to indulge a little bit in like a date, or maybe like a single thing or something that is you know, like a sort of single mingle type of event or something. Like, you're just like, you know what, I'm just gonna go out and try. I'm not expecting the whole world from this, but I might have a nice night. I might meet some nice people. You know, it's like that, from a lighter approach. Overall, see love messages in this year. Sweet. Like, some of you will receive some poetry or some love letters, and you're like, oh God, no. Be open for it, Scorpio. It's sweet. You're like, no, romance, but I don't do all of that. Sorry, Scorpio. Okay, so Page of Cups has something to offer to you. Scorpio for 2020. Scorpio for the year of 2020. See, beautiful. This is it. This is freeing yourself up. I'm taking a leap of faith. I'm going to take this journey. So a lot of you will be out there on a journey with not really knowing what it might bring you, what the outcome might be. But then that's the, like, sort of, you find the fun in that. That's like the whole enjoyment. Like, anything can happen. I'm just going to leave my doors open for anything that wants to come in. You know, it's like free. It's such a energy, Scorpio. Beautiful. And it's like people pick up on that energy as well for you. You see, definitely some of you are taking a trip, and it's beautiful. You're moving into calmer waters, so you might have had quite some anxiety or some fears over 2019, and that's something that's going to get washed off you, like you're washing yourself away off from that. So moving into calmer waters with other people around as well. You know, things might have been pretty challenging, but now you have this communication skills, you know, because of the third house activation this whole year, that will help you resolve certain things, and you actually can move forward with a person, or, you know, away from the past, and make peace with that as well. Here we have yes, you see, Six of Pentacles, the equal give and take, but it's also you giving yourself that equality. You know, of giving, getting something, you know, taking something from my body, giving something to my body, giving my soul some space, but also have my logical mind to have some space and be a part of this. It's the equality, it's the balance. It's like some of you have been struggling with getting that sense of equality in a relationship, and that's really something that's gonna come in for you guys. This is so beautiful, this energy. It's like, whatever comes in will come in. You know, it's just like, you know, it's really beautiful. Surrender. Like, I'm surrendering, you know. And that's the moment the universe like, oh, you know, now I can finally bring some things in. Like, I was waiting for her to finally give up on, you know, like, surrender to the timing. And having more faith in what's happening in your life. Okay, Scorpios, there we go. It wants to come true. Like I said, Three of Wands, Tower card, important, Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, and then you have the Seven of Swords. This is the complete opposite. This is someone who is keeping withdrawing, like holding information, not giving, you know, showing all your cards. It's like a sort of typical Scorpio, like you don't show all your emotions, you don't just throw things out on the table, you know. It's like you give a little, or you talk about a little bit about something with somebody, but it's like speaking your truth and owning it, embracing it, and cutting through this pattern of feeling like you have to always sort of, like, I feel it also with your finances, like a financial situation, I wanted to say, but like, it's like almost like you always have to be really you're walking on eggshells, like being very careful, and like, you know, that energy. And I feel that that's like you're really cutting through the chase, like what is truly important. Okay, I'm gonna release that. I'm not gonna have, I don't want this anymore. Maybe you might move house, with a little bit less of a higher rent, because you might not have 6 bedrooms, but like 2, and you're like, you know what, it's not even that important, those other 4 bedrooms. I'm just gonna cut down, because you know what's gonna bring me that serenity, that peace of that I don't feel that pressure all the time, and that's what's truly important. So I can have some space to go on a trip, or set some money aside from a journey I want to make, or maybe you want to buy a house, and then you cut down a little bit on the rent so you can actually spare up some money to go and get that done in this next decade, basically. So that's a little bit it. Like, you're gonna have some shakeups when it comes to that, but it will be very freeing for you when you start to really see, like, what is truly important. Maybe you have like a car who's very expensive each month, with the tax and all of that and insurance. And if you might have a car that's a little different, it might be like, I don't know, maybe it's like $100 cheaper a month. That's $100 each and every month. That's $1,200 over an entire year. Then maybe in the end of the year you can take a trip from. And then it's like, yeah, but that car is very important because I always wanted that car. But then it changes, like, you know what? I just need a vehicle that's safe, that gets me from point A to B, that gives me the freedom. If it gives me a little bit more financial stability and freedom, so I can do something else that actually has meaning to me, then I'm gonna go out and do that. That's what it is about what I'm feeling. You're being very creative with that. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna have to do that to create that. That's not for all of you, but for some of you, that's the way to go this year. And it's actually setting you free from having all these expectations of how it should be, or the pressure you put on yourself with that. Like, it should look like this. No, it should feel like this. It should feel like you're happy with it, instead of like, it looks great. Does it feel great to have, to be in, All right, let's move on, because I'm stuck a little bit there. Okay, so we have a Tower moment. It comes to your finances. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, you see? So your finance, like, you're reaping the rewards from the actions and the things you've put in, the work you've been putting in. So this is shake up in your stability, in your foundation. Let me see. See what it does? It brings you closer to yourself, as close to yourself as you can be as authentic, and to have this rebirth moment, this whole reset moment. That's great to do in 2020, because then the rest of the decade you're like, hey, I got this done in 2020, and now I'm like reaping the rewards from it this next 9 years. That's the thing. It's like you're really having certain things that would get you off balance, that will affect your health, that affect your inner peace. We want to change that. You're like, I'm not gonna force to make it all better. I'm just gonna remove the whole situation as is. Like, I'm releasing that. It's not working. Okay, good. I'm gonna put my energy where I can, where it works. Oh, that's a little bit too many cards. I'm sorry. Well, the Three of Swords comes out with it, and that's okay. We can work with that. You see? That's what I'm talking about. It's like showing your vulnerability. You're showing your vulnerable side. It's actually helping you free up. Because there's a lot of swords. You see how many swords? A lot. Okay? But it's also complete in 10. 10 of swords. 7 with the 3 is a completion. And then you come out into the Ace. You only really need 1. But you're getting help from that. Okay, you're being divinely guided in that. You're being supported in that to break through a certain cycle. That mental cycle. That all the pressure you put on yourself, basically. So you come out in your own reading for this year. That's very powerful. You see that new beginning coming in. You see, you start to reap your rewards with the Ace. The Ace of Wands. Giving you that passion, it's giving you that drive, giving you that inspiration and motivation to go out and get it, and you're going to get it. It's like I said, you're being so divinely guided, because this is like divine guidance. This is the universe bringing you a tool. You can even take it or leave it, but aces are here for you. Yeah, you see, like I said, there's support coming in, but you can either take it or leave it this year. But I think a lot of you are going to take it, take that guidance and take the support. It's also like accept support this year, Scorpio. You will have probably be at times pretty overwhelmed with like all the new exciting things that are coming at you, and then be able to say, okay, right now I just need some rest. So if you could help me, allow help to come in. It doesn't make you any less of a strong human being. Asking for help and accepting help is also very powerful. It says a lot about your level of self-love. Have those moments, Scorpio. What is coming true for you, Scorpio? See? That's what we're talking about. Another ace. Everything is just coming in alignment once you start to release a little bit of the control of the outcome. Let the universe decide the outcome and let it make it even better that you expect it to be. Create some space. Here we have the High Priestess. You see? That intuition, that soul's guidance. You intuitively pick up on it. This is your team, you see? All powerful energy. Working with the divine timing, accepting that. One sec, because something is coming through. Some of you, and I just want to give this side note, some of you have seen something when you were a child, when you were really young, you saw something and it left a mark within you, and you're going on this journey this year to really find the peace and healing in that. You're going to treat yourself sometimes as the 5-year-old or the 6-year-old you were back then. You're going to feed her as like you feed yourself as you would feed her, like, the food and the rest and the softness and the kindness. Like some of you are really healing an inner child, like you saw something happening, and it could have been connected to like blood as well. You saw, a person need to bleed, or I don't know, it's really intense, but you're going to heal that this year, and that's going to help you as well. It's going to set a chain reaction in your life, and it's very positive. Yeah. Heat is coming off of it right now, like it's really strong. Okay. Go within. Have those moments of introspection, like go within that inner journey. It's really your intuition, but also like what is truly important? What is truly important from a higher perspective? And you start to really learn that lesson this year, and it's beautiful. It really is, because you see, sometimes I do my readings like this, and I just pick up a card. You see? I just go with the card, basically like where it cuts for me. And that energy, I just did that, and it was the 9 of Pentacles. So that is it. That's that wealthy energy, basically. So being free, being independent, no longer depending on material things to divine you and your beauty and your strength and your success. It's different things that are going to divine that for you this year, and that's where the power is at. I'm going to get an affirmation card for you guys. Oh, that was quick. Here. When I'm in alignment with the love of the universe, peace cannot be disrupted. When you're in alignment with the love of the universe, peace, that inner peace cannot be disrupted. That's your information for this year. Very beautiful. I'm thinking of which way to go, but I'm gonna go with this deck for you. One card I'm gonna draw again. Inspire passion, and it felt right on to the Ace of Wands. Okay, here we go. Life devoid of passion can be very boring, uninspired, blank canvas that slowly drains the soul. I find that so depressing. I'm sorry. Let's move on. Now is the time to reignite your passions and rejoin life. This is an opportunity to set new goals, which will which will in return reconnect you with all that is sacred. So it's very powerful. It's like doing things from the heart, passion, making space, creating space for that, to not only live, and like walk on your toes, basically. Powerful, Scorpio. All right. Thank you so much for listening to this reading. I will be back soon with the January readings, of course. I love you guys so much. Right now I'm recording this in December, so happy Christmas, like Merry Christmas to you guys. And I hope you're gonna have a lot of fun with New Year's Eve. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys back soon. Bye.